episode 2 of the Untrimmed Slayer Cape series. Welcome back, viewers, if there are any of you out there. So we return with some demonic gorillas. I'm just showing you a little speed up of how you get there, if you didn't already know. By this point, it's well, I think I've done over 300 of them now, maybe like close to 350, and I'm getting a bit bored of them, to be honest. They are using up a lot of prayer potions, and we don't desperately need much more from these at the moment. Plus, these monsters do negatively impact on my untrimmed journey because they don't give any bonus Slayer XP. So technically, when I am killing these, I am reducing that gap between the HP and Slayer levels. What is quite annoying though is we only need the Ballista Spring in order to make a heavy ballista, our first heavy ballista. But could be waiting around quite a while to get that drop. It is a 1 in 500. Yeah, could go quite dry for that, which is annoying because we have every other bit of the ballista at a very early kill rate. We got that under 300 KC, as I mentioned in the previous episode. Alright, so we got some Runite bolts there. Pretty good. You get between 100 and 200 of those, I think. Neck kill. Dragon javelin heads. Oh, and a hard clue. Right, let's do that. What do we get? Oh, Gothic's Blade Skirt. A few sweets. Okay. Rubbish drop. Rubbish drop. Oh, God. Yeah, I gave up pretty quick. So, finishing off the demonic task at the Black Demons, just cannoning them. Because that was, yeah, as I said, getting a bit boring. And I've got lots of cannonballs to use. You can see I made over 6,000 of them. I make them on Zebak at double the rate because I went to the Giant's Foundry and got that cannonball mold that does 8 at a time. Next assignment. Okay. Let's go kill some Fire Watches. And that's another Fire Watch task completed. Still no Blood Fury. Another hard casket. And oh, lots of sweets, but that was the 70th hard blue scroll on this account. So my teammate Ba-Ba wanted to do some Tombs of Amascut. So I jumped onto my other account, GIM Zebak, because this is the account that I do non-Slayer related boss content with and raid content. So we'll be rejoining the Untrimmed Slayer grind later on in this video. I'm fairly experienced at Tombs of Amascut, but as you just see right there, my friend Ba-Ba still needs to get a bit more used to the mechanics. We find time to do 2 raids on this day, and this video is kind of showing the progression that my mate Ba-Ba makes from the first to second raid. It's quite staggering. It's a big progression. He makes a fair few mistakes in the first round. Doesn't die, but comes pretty damn close, and you'll see that in a bit. Also, I obviously take a lead in a lot of these things, and when he watches these videos back, he's going to be able to see exactly what I do, which is quite useful. For example, right here, when I'm pushing the water to the boulder so that we can stand behind it, he's going to be able to watch this back and know what to do for next time. I got extremely lucky when Tombs of Amascut first came out. I used the main account, Slay in My Sleep, and managed to get a Tumakan Shadow and Fang under 28 normal raid completions, which is insane, and made me pretty damn rich. Oh ho! Little misclick there, Ba-Ba. No worries, you rectified it. Good job. I'm very glad that my teammates now have some decent combat stats to be able to do fun content like this with me. Also here, if you need to push the water at an angle in order to hit the rock, then you need to stand at that angle in order to push it that way, in that direction. Useful little tip for my mate there, if he's watching it back. Ba-Ba and Zebak almost killed Zebak. That's a bit confusing. Whoa, what are you doing, Ba-Ba? Oh my god, nearly got your head chomped off there. Another little misclick there. Narrowly escaped that one. And down it goes. Oh, don't know what that was at the end there. Bit strange. Kefri was pretty easy actually. I think we pretty much nailed Kefri. Ba-Ba, on the other hand, a little bit tougher. Not really damaging it much at this early stage. Lots of different mechanics again for Ba-Ba. This one is a little bit confusing to newcomers in particular, because you can't quite make out when the timing is going to happen, but you need to make sure that you have your own rock and that you run to it pretty damn quick, or that you are close to it. The boulders, I mean, we haven't quite got to the stage yet where we smash through one or two and then run right up to the top, but I'm quite happy that we got the shots in, we got the movement timing right here. It's a nice, I mean it's a pretty steep learning curve for new people on raids, but I do love the fact that in Tombs of Amascut you can change that difficulty up with the invocations. Because of course those invocations add more mechanics, but they also add health and defense to all the bosses as well. Almost killed it now. Oh god, he ran away. Jesus. Didn't know whether to dodge the shadows or stick with the rock. That was hilarious. Okay, something that just tickled me no end here. You have to try and get the light to hit the opposite statue. And I've explained how this room works, how this puzzle works the first time we did it. But Ba-Ba's there really wanting to help, because if you don't help in this room, you kind of just stood there not doing anything and just waiting until you can mine. So I set up the first initial route. As you can see, I've set up the 2 mirrors, and I just need Ba-Ba to place one more directly in front of the light, but he obviously assumes I mean where the light is currently travelling. Can't quite see that you need to actually put it in front, so I'm like frantically moving my mouse around like, no, it needs to go down and then across, and then, oh wait, no, I'm facing south, I mean goes north. Eventually he gets it. Well done, Ba-Ba. So with Akka, there's quite a lot to remember. There's a lot of gear switches, a lot of prayer switches, and so here I was just explaining, you start by protecting melee, and then when he switches, you switch to protecting range, and then when he switches again, you protect magic. And vice versa, we're going to start attacking with mage, and then we're going to start attacking with melee, and then we're going to start attacking with range, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I was calling this out for us. Dark, and then fire, and then ice, and then fire. Because obviously, if you're not used to Akka, there's so much going on. You're gonna not be looking at the middle at that point unless you know exactly what you're doing. And here we go. He's obviously not looking. I've shouted out lightning, dark, and for some reason he decides to run back in. And then he does it again. That is funny. And the final phase. Now, to be honest, this isn't too bad, but the higher the invocation, the more health he has, so it takes a lot longer to kill it. And as long as you get lucky and you don't hit too many of these white balls, it gets done pretty quick. Got to be on melee for this though. Got to be attacking with some sort of melee weapon. And there you go. Done. Now it's on to the wardens. So I took the lead with this as well, making sure I was blocking off the blood spawns or whatever that is that are heading towards one of the wardens. And I do like reviving the warden to the west so that you get Ba-Ba and Zebak. Ironically, those are the two usernames that we are currently using, and those are my two favourites to have in the final battle. So the next phase that we're just coming to now, I think this is the phase that I have died the most on my main, because there's so much going on. You've got to be constantly moving, you've got to be constantly looking at what to protect. It's actually better to have your sounds on for this as well. Oh, he's taking a bit of damage. He's standing in the wrong spot. Oh my god. Yeah, that was close. That was a close call. I don't think he was using piety at this point. Might be wrong. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's using piety. I'm hitting 47s. But you never know. Okay, here we go. Again, for the first bit I was shouting out right, left, middle. But now we get to the final bit and I'm just saying move and then attack. Move and then attack. I'm shouting out what prayer to switch to. Move and then attack. Be using ruby bolts firstly for the first bit, and then I end up switching to dragonstone bolts towards the end. He does diamond bolts just to get better accuracy, because I've got a much higher range and level than him. It's going well. It's not perfect, but it's going well. And yeah, this is only a 50 invocation. We're getting used to it. A few more of these and we'll definitely be looking to go higher on the invocations, because really we just want to have that small chance of getting a unique, being the Fang. We really want a Fang. It's only a 1.5% chance that we'll get a unique here, but I still do the slow walk. And no, nothing. Let's have a look at what I get in the chest. Wow, that is possibly the worst loot I think I've ever had. Okay. Second time now. I think we've only got time for 2 on this day. But already he's getting so much quicker at doing even the puzzle rooms. I think he goes through now. Yeah, he gets through a bit quicker than me on this one and manages to fill it up quicker than me. If you pre-pot a stamina dose before coming into the raid, Zebak is probably the best one to do firstly, especially in a duo, because all of this running around does sap your energy. And there you go, he does it in a pretty decent time, just over 2 minutes. Now let's see if he's improved with the waves. Zebak is a very fun monster to kill. Very punishing if you make a mistake, but yeah, there you go, see? He's timing it a lot better now. Not making any last second dashes towards his massive jaws. For such a low requirement, ruby bolts enchanted are so useful against so many bosses. And I mean, this is just another example. There you go. I stick around and get that last hit in on Zebak. And it's pretty damn fast time again, that one. We are improving our times massively on this second run. Also, the timings of our movement here as well. In the first round we managed to make quite a few mistakes on this, but we are getting much better at the timings. Just wanted to point out that this video is getting, you know, quite long. It's much longer than the first one. Main reason being I wanted to include quite a lot of this Tombs of Amascut content, so that we could, you know, watch it back. My friend could watch it back. And I watched a video recently of Mr. Beast giving new YouTuber tips, and one of his biggest tips were don't expect anything from your first 100 videos. As long as you improve one thing, whether that being the editing, the inflections on your speech, you know, just any sort of improvement, anything that you add to your videos each time is going to progress you. And as long as you're keeping consistent, the more videos you do, gradually the more successful they will become. So if you are watching this, I would massively appreciate a like and a subscribe and a comment if you want. I will be trying to regularly upload mainly the group Ironman content and the Untrimmed Slayer cape, but also I will be looking to cover the new leagues Trailblazer Reloaded when it comes out this winter, and it'll be the first leagues that I've ever taken part in, so it'll be interesting. Not really, well, I don't really have a game plan, not really sure what's going to happen, but I'll have to think about it and I'll try and bring some really good content for that. Okay, so we're back at Akka now. The hardest of the demi-bosses, in my opinion, in Tombs of Amascut. Again, as I mentioned, lots to remember, but the switches are getting a lot quicker now from Ba-Ba. Very impressed. Here I just demonstrate at the initial, well, yeah, the first bit. Just wanted to demonstrate to my mate that you can actually avoid all of his melee attacks just by moving around the room like that. Quite easy. And then we attack one of the statues, shadows, whatever you want to call them. Okay, back to the light puzzle. How are we going to do? I'm attacking as we go as well, trying to speed this up, because so far we've actually done this second raid pretty damn fast. I'm trying my absolute best to keep it nice and speedy so we can get a personal time at the personal best time at the end. Okay, does he get this one as well? Yeah, much improved. Can't wait to start doing this at a higher invocation. Hopefully we can get lucky. Okay, right, we're going to enter the final phase again. Let's see if he uses his melee weapon. I think he is. Sweet. Yes, he is. Nice. So he's making the appropriate gear switches still. And we are doing really well to dodge all of the white balls here. Apart from me there. And the last one. Come on. Oh, yeah. There we go. Nice. Right, back onto the wardens once more. Let's see how we do. So here I mentioned that you have to stand one tile next to the lightning bolts there, and he pretty much nails it. Oh yeah, he's definitely not using piety there. 19s to my 41s. He's also got all the wrong gear on, but never mind. Quick jump over. Oh, no, he got hit with that one. So, well, that was good timing because the sticky things are coming at the same time. Uh-oh, he's running away. He's panicking. Move, move, move. Nice. Oh, God. Where's he going? Yeah, I think at this point he's just leaving this bit to me. This is a lot to handle, this this part of the Warden's battle. But he's pretty quick to get in there. Attacking that core. And we get it in a 3 down. That will do me. Okay, final bit. The chaos ensues once again. Click, move, attack. Click, move, attack. Calling out the switches, saying make sure you get out the way of Baba's boulders. I think it's going to be about a 1.5% chance of that unique again. Hoping that the bolts hit big. Yeah, there you go. I think I switched to my Dragon Stones there. I think I take a sip of Ambrosia. Yeah, I do. There you go. I'm starting to walk into every single lightning. There you go. Okay, do the slow walk once again, but obviously with only a 1.55% chance, it's not going to be a purple. But my loot is a little bit better. I can actually use those lilies of the sand. And now we return to the Untrimmed Slayer Cape grind. And I am just potting up to go to Cerberus. As you can see in my invent, I have wild pies, because with Cerberus you need 91 Slayer, and I'm coming up close to 90 now. So you do get quite a big boost. And I'm showing you the way that you go from Falador to Cerberus. All sped up nicely for you. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to show the first full kill here. Because I want you guys to know exactly how it's done. If you've not seen this content, you've not done it before, I want you to have an idea of what it requires. I did one special attack from my arc light there, which reduces its defense a little bit. If it hits, apparently if it doesn't hit, it doesn't reduce it. But you hit really big with Piety on with this, because obviously they made the Cerberus a demonic creature about a year or so ago now, I think, maybe. So it does hit quite big. And once you get it down to beyond halfway, under 300 HP, then it does this, and the ghosts come out. And you want to make sure you're prepared. Are you going to take 2 hits of Ghost and Prayer and 1 of HP, just like I did there? Or you're going to take 3 hits of Prayer, which means you have to be over 60 Prayer. So there's a little bit of thinking that goes behind every time that happens. Obviously it's not great when the Gur happens exactly the same time. You need to then move and stop attacking whilst you're trying to switch your prayers. I've died a fair few times to Cerberus as well. It does catch you out, especially when you think you've got it nailed down, and then all of a sudden it hits you crazy hard. And he goes down. Yeah. Average loot. Wines of Zamorak. Okay, we'll take that. For the Herblore. Rune Pickaxe. Shame they didn't make Dragon Pickaxe a drop for Cerberus, actually. That would have been quite good. Nothing. Okay, interesting. Fire runes. Okay, just to alch the rune pickaxe. Some coal. Yeah. Drops here are actually quite bad on average. Oh, Keymaster teleport. I'll take that. Oh, a green light drop, 54k. Some runite ore, that'll be going to Akka, the miner and the smither. And there we go, guys. To be honest, towards the end there, I know it was a long video. I was just trying to get this done and get this uploaded. It's only my second ever video. But I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Lots more progression in the next video. See you then.